The only thing the mind can't stand is simplicity, ease, and lightness. It loves the drama. It loves the delay. It loves the juice of the addiction to complexity. But here it burns up in the simplicity of a clarity that does not want that anymore. You never wanted it. The biology you took on just had a natural tendency to be dragged into a collective that did. But you don't want that. You never really were the biology that could get pulled into mass consciousness. But to wear the suit in this world meant that you dampened your true clarity, an ember that never really went out. You can't will your way into lighter forms of communication and being. It's just not going to work. It doesn't fit through the door. You rise up out of all doors in this very easeful way. It comes to you. There's nothing you need to do. There's nothing you need to plan. There's nothing you need to worry about. Nothing's coming to get you. You just choose between tension, struggle, separation, forcing it, or when you're exhausted of that, and only when you're exhausted of that, because you can't learn this, that's when you make the jump. And the jump across the river, it takes a few times. You know, there is an addiction to struggle, separation, complexity, not wanting to meet me here. But you've had enough of that. And you've stepped over too many times now to realize how sweet it is to let things unfold in their own timing. Sacred patience, sacred timing. The timing that undoes the belief in linearity, in time. What's it like to speak outside of linearity? That's interesting, isn't it? Usually we speak as if there's a past and a future. But right now, drop all sense of past and future and we're on a 0 point. The 0 point of creation where nothing's ever happened. What do you say? You don't really say anything in story structures. What's it like to speak without story structure? Story is an invention by humans who decided to trust the belief in time. A fixation on a tool, an arena, that never became anything but a thought to experience duality. You'll never be able to speak in a vibratory way outside of that paradigm. This is why we're going to start going into consciousness, communicating in consciousness. The projects we start to do, the adventures we start to have, interplanetary adventures, shifting through densities, leaving the body. It's all outside of this biological separative way. It's so different. I haven't connected to the Wi-Fi today, and it reminds me the Wi-Fi signal is all the way down to 0 because it's not connected right. This is how it is for us. We know that there's this different way of communicating. Remember when Wi-Fi came to it? I don't know when it came to society, but there was a shift from maybe Ethernet, these very biological, physical wires, right, to a very lighter form, Wi-Fi, wireless. You can't see it. It's not really on right now, but we know about it. It's almost a theory-based. The same way a little Victorian child couldn't exactly ring up someone from Peru and communicate. That would have seemed like magic to them. But what does it seem like magic to us now? What's the next step? It's communication wherever you are, not using Wi-Fi, not using phones, smartphones. That's a bridge. replicating organic consciousness, a permission slip. But next we'll be able to do this with the organic abilities of consciousness. This starts to give us access to omnipresence. We have access to everything that the collective knows in a hive mind mentality. Only when you need it. It won't come all at once, that'll be overwhelming. Whenever you're spontaneously needing something, it will just be known innately, because we don't use the mind anymore. The mind is just like paper, it's like a record of things. The organic consciousness has access to all things. Exciting, isn't it? All right. Notice your breath. Notice any imbalance on the inhale and the exhale. Just let it flow and forget about it. Once you forget about something, it naturally has an inherent intelligence to figure itself out, and that goes for everything in life. All right. I love you all.